Hello guys, my name is Gopesh Pandey and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Grow by Growing Others. So friends, today I am here with a very interesting question from Leet Code, and this question is question number 11 from Leet Code and titled as Container with Most Water. Guys, this question, believe me, is very important for the interview, and if you are going for DSA and Algo round, I am giving us advice. Please be prepared with this question because this is asked mostly in all the interviews. So be prepared with this question. So let's understand the question first, and then we will understand the algorithm, how to solve this problem, what would be the approach. So we'll discuss question first. Secondly, we'll understand the algorithm, and we will write working code followed by the algorithm that we are going to discuss. Okay. So guys, in this question you will be given an array, you will be given an array like this, like you'll get some numbers in array, something like this, and you can think of these numbers as a height, as a height. So you can, if you can see this example one graph, right, you can think of like vertical line, this one, and horizontal line. So basically you can think of this in a, like maybe this x axis and this is y axis. Okay, so here, the horizontal line is basically going to define the width. Okay, width. So basically, the indexes of each element will be treated as, can be considered as width, and the given element in the list can be considered as height. So for now, you just think of, you will be getting some list with certain elements. Now let's get into the Excel. I have this example documented. So as I was saying, like you will be getting a list of height and where you will have some numbers. So guys, you can think of, you just closely observe this, like the data points that I have put it here. So you see, like first element, which is at 0th position, the height is 2. So just for your understanding, like I have taken it in the cells, Excel cells, like 1 and 2. This is the height. So zeroth index is having element 2. And just for your understanding, clarity, to give you clarity, I am just calling calling it as a, like I'm just, I have color coded it. Okay. So this is of height 2. Now first index has element 6. So element is here denoting the height. So you see, like we have height of 6. Then second element, it is, since it is starting with 0, so the second element is 1 here. So second element has height 1. So we have just one block here, cell here. Okay. Now third has 5. So I have like element of height 5 till here. Fourth is of height 4. Okay. Now this is what you got. So what actually the question is, you can think these as a container height, and you have to fill the water. So you have to basically find the find the dimension, meaning you have to multiply height and width from the given data point, so that you can, I mean, the aim here is to get the container with maximum size, meaning you have to find the container size which can store maximum water, meaning just follow me and listen carefully, you will be able to understand. For example, at 0th index, the height is 2, and at the 4th index, the height is 4. So if in between, you can these things as a wall, or maybe something which can hold water. Like this is a end boundary, this is a start boundary. So if you will fill water, right? So what will happen? You can fill water from this area only, right? This part, only this part, only this part, right? This part can be, let me, how can I, this can be filled with water, right? This can be filled with water. I mean, this is your start point. This is your, I mean, this is of height 2 and this is height 4. But when you fill water in between these two pillars, when you fill water in between these two pillars, you will be able to hold water only this part, right? I mean, I know this is higher, but if you put water above this level, it will spill over, right? It will go and will keep on pouring from here. You can't hold it. So the only water that you can hold is this much. So to get the like quantity, like a quantity in the sense, not quantity exactly, the volume of water, you have to, how you will calculate, you have to multiply the width with height. So what is height here? Height here is 2 because this is what is the maximum height which can hold the water. But the right side had 4, but we cannot. If this would have been little higher, then you could have been like occupied this space also and fill water. But so the question is like we have to get the container size which can hold maximum water. Okay. So for this is the first example that I am giving you. This is not the container with a maximum size. There might be other. So this is a just example. So here you see this much you can store. How you will basically calculate the size? You have to multiply the height by width. So we'll get the size. So let me do undo and we'll go with our original diagram. Now what we have to do here is, so let me do one thing. I will declare two indexes. I will declare two indexes. One, let me put it here. One I will say L, meaning left, or let me call it left 0, which will be currently pointing to 0th element, this one. And then I will have a right index, which will be pointing to the fourth one, the fourth one. Okay. So this is how our index looks like currently. Now what we need to do here is we have to, what we need to calculate, we have to calculate maximum area, right? So I will declare one variable. I'm just explaining the algorithm, maximum area. And initially I will keep it what? I will keep it 0. Just think of it. Now, since we have to start from very left and we have to go until the last, meaning we have to move towards right side. So, as I was saying, we can do one thing. We can, and here I will say left, I will start with 0, and right I would declare length of height list. I mean, height is a list, right? Length of height minus 1. Since we are starting I mean iteration from 0, so we have to give minus 1 here. So this is our right. This is what I'm saying. Here I'm just hard coding because I know the length, but this is how programmatically we will write. Okay. Now we have to put one condition, while left is less than right. This is your loop because you have to go from here to here. Okay. Now when you do it, so this condition you came inside. Now since we have started from leftmost element, this is how we treat loop, either from the leftmost or maybe the rightmost after reversing the list. But in almost every iteration, we start with from the leftmost only, right? Now what we need to calculate, we need to calculate area. What would the formula of area? As I told, like right minus left into what? Minimum of minimum of left height, HEIGST height, or right height, right height. Okay. This is the formula to calculate area. Just think of it. Let me simplify it. So area, what I'm trying to say is, so what is right currently? Right is 4. You say right is 4. And what is left? Let me, okay. Right is 4 here and left is 0 currently. Okay. Left is 0. And the minimum of left height. What is left height? Left height is 2. And I will tell you why we are doing minimum. Left height is 2 and right height is 4. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? 4 minus 0 meaning 4 you got. So let me write it into 4 into 2, 4 into 2, you got 8. 8. This is a size. 8 is a size you have got in first iteration. Now what you need to do, if another condition. So this is what, so this area calculation you are doing inside the loop, inside the loop. Okay. So this is got you got, right? Think of this as a size. 8 is a size in first iteration. Now you have to check if the left height, HEGHT, left height is less than right height, HEIGST, then what you need to do in that case, you have to increment the left index, meaning you have to just say left plus equal to 1. You have to move right now. See, this was the left initially in the first iteration. Let me write it here. First iteration. First iteration, we got this was the, let me write it here. Okay. So in the first iteration, left was 0, right was 4. Now we got the, in first iteration, we got a size 8. Now what we are saying, if the left height, which is 2, right height is 4, so 2 is less than 4, that is true. We're gonna move the left pointer with 1. So in the sec, second iteration, second iteration, what will happen? You will have a left set to 1 and right is still at 4. Okay. All right. So this is done. Now you again came and let me write it here. So area. Okay. No, this is fine. I can maybe like this, right? Like this. So what was the, here I can say size, what 8 in the first iteration size that we calculated, right? Let me write it so that we are very, very clear. Size is 8. Now we have to again follow the same formula. Now right is what? 4. So right is 4. Let me write it. Right is 4 minus what is left? Left is 1 now. And then what else you got? So you got now minimum of what? Left height, comma, right height, HEIGST, right height. So left height is what? Left height is 6. If you see the element height of index 1, which is left index is 6 and right is still 4, right? So you got 4. So finally what you will get? 3 multiplied by 4 because you have to take minimum. So minimum of 6 and 4 is 4. Here you will be getting 12. So this is gonna to be a size. So size in the second iteration is 12. 12. Okay. So guys, one thing you can note down, whenever you find a condition where left is less and right is greater, then you keep on increasing left with 1. But as when you find the condition where left is greater, right is lesser, then you have to increase the right pointer, because you are running in, you are basically iterating the list, and we are using while loop. So we have to increment the left pointer or right pointer. So there is a condition. If height of left pointer or left index is greater and height of right index or right pointer is lesser than the left one, then you have to increment the right index. Then you have to increment the right index. Otherwise, you have to increment the left index. So if left index is less than right, then you have to increment the left index or left pointer, and otherwise you have to increment the right pointer. So now what is the case for us? The condition is, now you see left, which is 1, height is 6, but the right height is 4. So right is less than the left. So in this case, we won't update the left, but we will update the right. So just ignore my point where I was saying like increment right. We have to increment left, but we have to de-increment. Like we have to, what I'm saying is we have to do a plus minus. We have to we have to increment with 1 for the left. If left height is less than the right height, but if the case is opposite, then you have to do a -1, not +1 in the right pointer. So in this case now, this is left. We are all set. So what it will remain? What will it will remain? So when it goes right, so in this third iteration, so in the third iteration, oh, in the third iteration, let me write it so that you are clear. Third iteration, left is still at 1, but your right will be 3. Right will be here and it will be 3, because what happened in the last iteration, 6 was, which was at the left pointer, was higher than the 4 which was at the right pointer. So if this is the case, we are updating the right pointer, but we are doing -1, not +1. So, and the reason is so what we are saying is like, in our first condition, when we found like this height at left index and this at right index, so we basically calculated this area already, right? Now we cannot keep this as it is. We have to move at the left side to check if we can find height more than this. We can find height more than this, okay? So that we can have another calculation. So this time what will happen? Let's go and do our calculation. Right now, right pointer is 3 and left is 1, and multiplied by minimum of what? 1, 6. 1 has height 6 and 3 has height 5. So what you got? You got 2 into 5, meaning 10. So now this part, this part, you got 10. Like you see this one. This will be the water filled like this. You get it? There's the colored one, the one that I just changed. Let me revert it. So okay. So height is what? 5. Height is what? 5. And if you see like the width is 2, because 0, 1, 2. 3 minus 1, right? 3 minus 1, 2. So 2, 2, 5 is 10. So you got 10. Let me reverse it for our better understanding. So here we got the size 10. Size 10. Now you have to keep this on, keep doing the same algorithm, same logic. You have to keep repeating until unless you get into the condition where your left index has is gonna cross the right index. So left index like you came to 3, right index is also 3, then this condition will fall. So we have to always keep in mind that our left index is always less than the right. So guys, I know this video is taking long, but I hope you are clear with the algorithm. And now we'll go and write code. Let's check how we can write this algorithm. So, okay. Here I will write, since it's lead code problem, I will call it, what should I call it? Container with most water. Container with most water. Guys, pay attention, okay? So, what was the list that we were using? We were using this list. Let me take it. Okay, guys. So here height, as I said, like left index, I would say, I mean, guys, left or right. Let me keep it left only. Left, I will say 0. Right, I will say, I'm talking about left index, right index, or left pointer or right pointer. Here I will say length of what? Length of height -1. Okay. Okay. And then I will create one variable called max area. I will inside with 0. And here I will iterate a loop. I will say when left is less than right. Okay. In this case, what you need to do, you will have to calculate area first. What is the formula of area? Uh, right minus left. Right minus left. This is gonna give you the width and into, and this is gonna give you height. Minimum of height. Height is a list, so you have to pass the index left and height. Here you can say right. Okay. So this is what is your area. Now you have to put another condition where you have to update your max area, this variable, right? So initially it will be set to 0, but you have to keep this on updating. So here you can say max area and area. So first time it will take area, and next time depending on the condition which is higher. So finally it will retain with the higher value. So this is what is the fine. Since we are running in while loop, we have to update the pointer also, right? Then only it will move to the next position. So what we need to do, what I was saying before, if you remember, height of left if less than right, oh sorry, height of right, height of right, okay, RIGST. In this case, and let me put if condition. In this case, what you need to do, you need to update your left pointer plus with +1 like this. Else what you need to do, you have to do right minus +1. So this is your condition, guys. Let me print max area. I think this should work. But let's see. Let's see. Not yeah. Max area. Max area. So let me run it. Let's see what we get. So we are getting 12. 12 meaning in our case, when we were getting 12, this condition. So this part, like this two pillars, can store mainly this one. This can store most water, guys. Water is blue, right? I will keep it blue. Or let me keep it little dark. So this is the, I mean, these are two pillars or height of container. So this is the size which will hold maximum water. Let me go get into here and take some another case. So this is the case, right? Output is 49 as per the example. We'll run this also. And we will run this. Let's see what happens. You got 49. Okay. So 49 is the maximum height. So what is the maximum height? Like till here you says height is 7. Width is also like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here 0, 1, 2. 2 minus 9, 7. You will get 7 your horizontal axis. Vertical axis is already at 7 this part. So 7 into 7, you'll get 49. So guys, I hope the algorithm is clear. I hope the solution and code is clear. Great that it's working, and great that I was able to explain this to you with a clear explanation on algorithm as well as in code. Okay guys, so if you like my video, please hit the like, share with your friends, and if you like, comment on my content. It gives lot of motivation to me, and it motivates me to create such more videos so that it can give you a better clarity, better understanding, better explanation about these problems, um, for lead code solving or any programming challenge or problem solving problems, right? So I hope you are all set. You are clear with the this question and the solution algorithm. Please subscribe my channel if you're new, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Take care.